Show me how you move, how you 40, spin on your shorty. Don't do
about this place? Trust me, I always get my haircuts here.
TikTok stars who've been canceled. Throughout 2020, a number of celebrities have been canceled online after doing something that social media users don't agree with. As the internet has advanced, trolling has also progressed, giving rise to a new phenomenon called cancel culture. Here are some of the TikTok stars who were canceled and faced more than just online backlash. By the way, make sure to click that subscribe button to stay up to date with all of our engaging videos, and use that trigger finger by smashing that like button. Now, let's get into it. Tony Lopez. In August, Tony Lopez was accused of allegedly soliciting nudes from underage girls and sending explicit messages on social media. As a result, Tony was dropped by Bliss Spa, a spa and cosmetics company who said they would no longer sponsor or collaborate with Tony. After initially remaining silent on the matter, the 21-year-old tweeted a Notes app apology addressing the accusations and insisted he's not proud of his past choices. He said, "Once I found out the truth, I immediately stopped. I know these actions are not taken lightly and were extremely irresponsible of me. As a young man, I hold myself responsible for this mistake, rather than run from it. I will learn from it to help better educate myself for now and the future. I promise I will make better, well-informed decisions." Charli and Dixie D'Amelio. TikTok sensations Charli D'Amelio and her sister, Dixie D'Amelio, are in the eye of the storm after a controversial video of the two spread like wildfire. The duo is being called out for their questionable behavior towards private chef Erin May in the video that marks the debut episode of their family's new YouTube series Dinner with the D'Amelios. The clip, featuring popular makeup guru James Charles, showcases Dixie D'Amelio being unkind towards Chef May when he presents her a plate of Paytas. She practically gags after tasting the dish, causing her dad, Mark D'Amelio, to say, "Don't be so dramatic," to which James asks, "Is she being real?" Dixie then leaves the room and throws up as Mom Heidi D'Amelio remarks, "Classic Dixie." Meanwhile, 16-year-old Charli asks, "Do we have any dino nuggets?" Upon returning, Dixie says that the food was good, but then there was a salty part on it that was not good, adding, "It tastes like chicken, and then I tried the salty part and everything came up." Turning to Chef Erin, she says, "You have a child. What do you, think is going to happen?" During dinner, Charli, who boasts 98.8 million fans on TikTok, complains about not hitting 100 million yet. "Ugh, I wish I had, more time, because imagine if I hit 100 million a year after hitting a mil," Charli says, to which James replies, "Was the 95 not enough for you?" She answers, "Well, I was just saying even numbers." Ever since the episode aired, fans have been fuming over the sister duo's naivety. "James has such good manners," a fan commented. "I feel bad for him that he had to see Dixie and Charli's disgusting and disrespectful behavior," said another. "That is so rude, and the chef probably felt so uncomfortable." "All right, cancel culture, you know what to do," slammed one user. "But don't touch James because he was actually polite." As a result of the backlash, Charli has lost over 500,000 followers on TikTok already, as reported by BuzzFeed. Gabi DeMartino. Gabi DeMartino was forced to delete her TikTok account after taking part in the BFF Income Challenge with a close friend. In the tone-deaf clip, Gabi admits to blowing $9,000 a week while her friend, who is a secretary, spends $50 on groceries. Many thought the video was thoughtless and felt like she was bragging in front of her friend. Gabi later apologized and said it was extremely insensitive to post the video. Zoe Laverne. TikTok star Zoe Laverne has faced a difficult time online. In early November, fans began calling for Zoe's cancellation after a leaked video surfaced of the 19-year-old kissing a 13-year-old fan. The video came after weeks of rumors about their inappropriate relationship, starting with leaked DMs between Zoe's ex-boyfriend Cody Orlov and former friend Amber Van Pelt. In screenshots obtained by TikTok Room, Amber tells Cody that she left Zoe because of her interactions with Connor. They got very intense, and it's something I do not stand by whatsoever. It's pedophilia. Upon the video's release, Zoe took to livestream to apologize for catching feelings for the boy 6 years her junior. "I didn't groom Connor. I wouldn't do that," Zoe defended. "He's a kid, and I'm aware of that. And it just happened we both were in a dark place when we first, became friends, and we both just ended up catching feelings for each other. And friends do that. They catch feelings for each other. That's not a bad thing." Connor, whose last name has been left out for privacy, has since addressed the backlash as well via social media, defending that Zoe did not rape him. He admitted they became more than friends and both realized it was wrong. Bryce Hall and Blake Gray. In August, coronavirus cases in California reached alarming heights, and the public was urged to stay home to stop the spread of the virus. But what did Bryce Hall and Blake Gray decide to do? Throw a number of influencer-filled pandemic parties, of course. Bryce's packed 21st birthday party showed that people crammed into his Los Angeles mansion without masks. Police arrived and shut the party down, but that didn't deter them. The pair threw several parties throughout the month, and authorities even had to cut off their water and electricity supply to stop the parties. Eventually, Bryce and Blake were charged with violating Los Angeles County's Safer at Home order, which prohibited large gatherings. Blake and Bryce weren't the only TikTokers guilty of throwing influencer parties, though. YouTubers Tana Mongeau, Jake Paul, James Charles, and Nikita Dragon, and TikTok sisters Charli and Dixie D'Amelio have all been called out for attending crowded parties during the pandemic. Jayus. Social media can be filled with highs and lows for influencers. One day, everyone's praising someone on their dance moves or lip sync videos, and then the next day, throngs of former fans are highlighting said personalities for behavior they find disgusting. Whether it's past skits that contain racial stereotypes or tropes or problematic behavior, fortunes can turn in a matter of hours. Popular TikToker Jayus is learning this the hard way, but what did the content creator do? Jayus, real name Isabella Avila, has apologized to fans after screenshots of past Instagram DM conversations began making the rounds on social media. The screen grabs reportedly depict Jayus in conversation with a fellow content creator who is black, and Jayus uses the N-word in said conversation. Jayus was reportedly 17 when the messages were sent, and the individual she was speaking to was 13. Many commented that it seems like some individuals are willing to excuse Jayus' behavior because she is a gay white woman, but the conversation as to whether or not the screenshots were legitimate ended once Jayus took to social media to share an apology for using said language. She said that she used the word because it was the meanest phrase she could think of. Trisha Paytas versus Charli D'Amelio and James Charles. Trisha Paytas is a bit of a veteran when it comes to being at the center of internet drama, and in true Trish style, she managed to create one of the biggest TikTok feuds of 2020. It all started when Trisha slammed Charli D'Amelio for her reaction to not getting 100 million TikTok followers. For context, she had previously made comments about Charli's behavior on a podcast. Charli then called Trisha out on TikTok for constantly going after her, especially considering she's double her age. James Charles also got involved and tried to defend Charli against Trisha. He tweeted, "This Charli situation is not sitting right with me. 30-plus-year-olds dragging down someone half their age? Feels familiar." Well, that didn't go well. Trisha went in on James and accused him of being predatory towards Charli. James then hit back at her disgusting statement, insisting he is close friends with Charli. Charli's older sister Dixie also tried to defend her and James by bringing up Trisha's problematic past and use of racial slurs. She even danced to old audio of Trisha rapping "fuck the police," which has the N-word in it. She later deleted the video and apologized following backlash. Trisha also apologized for being so harsh towards Charli. Who among these TikTok stars are you still following now? Let us know in the comment section below. And hey, if you've enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and to subscribe to our channel so we can continue giving you the best contents. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.